Breakfast burritos have always been a thing in my house.
Cowboy tacos? Is that what it was?
Yeah, cowboy
tacos in Hammertown.
God,
that was our
so
jam.
good.
Did you get a breakfast burrito over at 247 Diner on the way in or the way out?
In Hammertown?
No, outside. Like it's actually in.
No, here in there.
Well, I was asking, like, were you like in California or Hammertown?
No, like right outside of Hammertown. Like it's one of the only permanent. Like it's the when you're pulling into like the into Lucerne Valley.
Okay.
There's that little diner. It's got all like the weird like rat rod car or art shit out in front in the parking lot.
Okay.
It's 247 Diner, and that's like the last like real restaurant on your way in.
I think we passed by that when we
You
were
on the
leaving.
way had to. I don't think.
I think
you
on the way
can-
out we did.
Yeah.
I don't think on the way, based on the way we came in, I don't think we passed it. But
Because
I
I
think on the way
vaguely
out-
remember seeing something like
we were.
like you just described,
Yeah.
where there's a bunch of shit outside.
Yeah.
Like people roll up in their side by sides. Yeah, they have shit that like looks like a tank.
Yeah, we
made out of,
couldn't
like,
really
a-
stop on the way out because we had to get the RV dropped off by a certain time. So it was one of those like we got up, got everything packed up, and just dipped. And
Fair enough.
because we were just like, we need to get out before all the traffic. Everyone's leaving. Like we need to get to Chino to drop all of our shit off. Like, nah, we're out of here.
So you rented an RV? Mm-hmm. That's what you got, man.
Maybe not for 4 dudes, but
Yeah.
And you went RV,
So true.
not U-Haul. You didn't like class it up and just hide out in the back of a box truck.
yeah.
It was one of those things where when we told like, because it was such a last minute thing that we told people, we're like, look, we'll scramble and do whatever we need to do, and people were like, no, you need to get an RV. We're like, yeah, but like we're not sure about the money yet. Like we're still asking people for funding and stuff, and they're like, no.
You need an RV.
You need an RV.
You need
And then as
actual
soon as
living
we
space.
had that unlocked, we told the guys from Window Wine and Whiskey, we're like, all right, we have the RV, and they're like, cool, you're camping next to us, and we're just like, like thanks for the offer, man. Like you don't have to do it. And they're like, did I fucking stutter? Like we've already got a spot saved for you. It's like,
Oh, nice.
Okay.
oh, okay, love you too, buddy.
It was good though. It worked out. I don't know how you guys set it up, but I was just kind of along for the ride at that point.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned with hammers,
Yeah, I mean the RV.
the plane
was,
and everything else was mine.
yeah, the RV was easy because we just went through
Yeah, it was
like what
pretty
the
easy.
stuff on the website did.
Yeah.
Because they were just like, hey, this is
Because
the
it was
main
still
RV.
El Monte RV, but we
Yeah.
didn't do the delivery aspect
to go
that
pick it up.
they offer
tried.
through hammers.
We tried, but they were like, yeah, we're already booked up on those. Like,
Yeah,
I can imagine.
if we do it again where we actually go and pick it up and it's not delivered to us,
yeah.
we'll fly into Vegas and grab one from Vegas and drive it in.
Yeah,
'Cause,
so
like,
this isn't too far.
Yeah.
yeah, and it was like the reason we ended up, it worked out this time because Rocktrix, who was our main sponsor, they're based out of Chino.
Okay.
So they were like, hey, come pick up some wheels and use them in a couple of the videos. And we're like, dope, easy. So we were like, all right, we'll fly into LA. It's a 45-minute car ride to where the RV is. So we rented a car because it was cheaper than an Uber.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, an Uber, by the time we got there, an Uber would have been like $130, and it was $103 to rent a car for the day,
Yeah,
and one
It's a
way.
no-brainer. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so it was easy. Oddly enough, on the way back, the Uber was cheaper. It was like $60 to get from the RV place to the airport. Don't ask me how or why, but you know, it is
Ubers
what
and
it is.
taxis. That was my experience with the first time I went to SEMA.
Oh.
Taxi drivers will definitely take advantage of you.
Oh, for sure.
dude.
Oh, you're from out of town? Cool. Long way.
Yeah, when Tom and I went for the first time and we grabbed one of those taxis, they're like, yeah, it's flat rate into Vegas. And we're like, all right, cool. What's the flat rate? $45. Like, fuck off, dude. It's 6 miles. Like, are you kidding me?
I was lucky my hotel the first year was somewhat close to the actual convention center, and I walked the rest of the week. As soon as I realized how expensive it was going to be, I was like, I'm just walking.
Yeah, that was the mistake we made the first year was we stayed in Excalibur, which was on the complete opposite end of the strip. The second year was
Silver Sevens the first year.
Whoa.
Fancy.
Whoa. And
I don't even know if it's still around.
Is that like Old Vegas then?
Probably.
Probably.
I had a boss that was a Vegas. She was she just liked to spend a lot of money. She loved
Yeah.
gambling, and she would always get comp. But she would stay in Old Vegas and just throw money around like crazy.
Well, the second time we went to SEMA, we stayed on Fremont Street, which was really cool.
Yeah.
Being able to just kind
I
of
would do
like
that
walk
again.
around and like we weren't on it, so we were at the MGM Grand, and so it was like 2 blocks up the road. But it was separated enough that like when we were done with Fremont, we could just walk away and be like, all right, we don't need all the hustle and bustle here. We can actually sleep.
Yeah, right.
But having the bars in a covered walkway outside,
It was pretty nice.
yeah.
And multiple bars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just walking down the strip.
You need a beer? Yeah, might as well.
It's good.
Well, we've been recording this whole time. So.
That's what I assumed.
Yeah.
That's why
We always do that. It's we'll just record and chit chat a little bit. And
Hell yeah.
And then jump straight into it.
Yeah.
Do a little bit of an intro.
welcome
Do we have sponsors?
Not today.
I was gonna say what's our spiel this time? I'm so used to us doing it for hammers and
Doing it for the gram, baby.
yeah,
There we
we're
go.
doing it for ourselves right now.
No, I'd say the intro for today is we're back in a garage where we started.
Yes.
Welcome back to the Dirt Drive podcast. I'm looking at 4 different cameras right now. Camera 1, camera
where
2,
do I look?
camera 1, camera 2.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Oh shit! Yeah.
One of my favorite interviews of all time. Someone went, tell us about your new product. Like, why should people buy it? Which camera should I look in? Don't waste your fucking time. It's shit. Just okay. It's just like it's so good. But yeah, welcome back, guys. This is the Dirt Drive podcast, and we're here with some cool guys from
Well, I don't know
Malltimate
about that part.
Adventure. Shh, we're trying to sell you.
Sell yourselves.
God. Quick, take your shirts off. No.
It's one of those kind of podcasts.
Yeah. Oh,
Gotta get those likes.
we like to call it Dirt Nerds After Dark. But we are here with Eric and James from Malltimate Adventures. So if you guys want to introduce yourself, tell us a little about yourselves, if there's anything fun.
Sure. Eric Jurgensen with Malltimate Adventure. Something fun. This
2 truths and a lie. Right now.
right here, right now. Yeah, that's about it. That's good.
Yeah, no, that's it's hard to follow, right? Yeah, to set that bar so high. So James, also with Malltimate Adventure, and something fun is that's James Whacker. Like Whacker's always a good giggle.
Whacker.
Lots of whacking.
That's
Lots
what
of
we
whacking.
call dumb firefighters.
It's almost as good as Jack Offroad.
Yes. Jack from Jack Off-Road. Thank you for the pepperoni roll, by the way. That was delicious.
Jack Off-Road is a sponsor of Malltimate Adventure.
He is.
There
Is
you
he
go.
really?
Fun
Perfect.
fact.
There
Yes,
you go.
yes.
See, that's a good fun fact. That's wholesome for the whole family.
I mean, he's the reason I found out about you guys, so.
Well, okay. Props out to Jack.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Jack's pretty good at spreading the word. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I was like, I recognize that rig. These guys seem cool.
So one thing we find about the off-road community as a whole is they're all really good about being like, have you met this person? Have you met this person? Oh, you need to meet this person. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I went to drop off the trophies for the 24 hours event
Yeah.
down at Yoakum's, and Jack was like, PJ, right? I was like, yeah, how'd you know? Who are you?
Do I have a stalker?
Here's a sticker. You want a pepperoni roll? Okay.
Loves his
Thanks,
pepperoni
Dad.
rolls.
No, yeah. Well, I don't think anybody loves West Virginia as much.
Well, that's what he
as
said.
Jack.
He was like, as a West Virginia native, it is
Yes.
my civic duty to give people pepperoni rolls.
See, which is funny because that to me was always a New Jersey thing.
It's every like state because Ohio. I
Yeah.
thought that was an Ohio thing.
Yeah.
When I went there, and
Well,
Which-
Ohio's special. Like that's got
Very
got a
true.
little- Yeah, depends on what part of
Special is
Ohio
a
you're in.
nice way of putting it. I'm allowed to say that.
I
My
have a
dad
deep
and my
hatred.
stepdad are both from Ohio.
deep
I have a
hatred. Same.
Deep hatred for Ohio.
Why is that, PJ?
How many people, raise your hands, have slept under their Jeep in a parking lot outside of AutoZone?
For 6 hours.
Outside of AutoZone,
God,
no.
that's yeah. One person. That poll was real big. Yeah, we were coming back from Moab,
Okay.
and we made it all the way to Ohio, and then his
Okay.
fuel pump took a shit in
What
his
Jeep?
in his LJ.
Oh shit.
So we had kind of struggled all the way out there, and it was the weirdest thing. Like, it would be behaving fine, we'd fill up with gas, and then all of a sudden it would just start like, and we're just like, but as soon as we got out into Moab, and the whole time we were out there all week on the trails, everything,
Totally
not
fine.
a single issue,
Totally
Trail
fine.
magic.
no problem.
Yep.
And then it hiccuped a little bit as we left. The whole drive home.
I even came down hard on my gas tank at one point
Yeah.
on the trails, and I was like,
That's probably what did it after that. You're like,
Well, but that was the thing. Like, we went to leave and everything was great. No hiccups, no nothing. We get all the way back across the country. We are literally 7 hours from home.
what is it called? What's the name of the town? Damn it.
Zanesville.
Zanesville, Ohio.
We like to call it Zanesburg.
Zanesburg.
I have a fun fact about Zanesville, Ohio.
Oh boy, there's
So-
nothing fun about Zanesville,
yes, there
Ohio.
is.
Please
So-
tell me you're from there.
No, but my son was born in Ohio, so I lived in
I
Ohio
am
for a couple
sorry
years.
for your son.
I know it's really great. He's the only one in the family who wasn't born in Maryland, so he gets a lot of grief.
Yeah, I don't know which is
But
worse.
Zanesville, Ohio, used to have like a private zoo where a guy had a bunch of like tigers and lions and bears and all the crazy shit
like there's a
that
Netflix
normal
Mike
people
Tyson?
don't. Yeah, no, like what was that?
Like
That,
Tiger King?
Tiger King.
Yeah.
So this dude dealt with.
I will
did
never
deals with Tiger
financially
King.
recover from this.
So I'm living in Ohio, and we're about an hour north of there. And it was a news headline because all of his lions and tigers, he let them out. Like the dude just went nuts or whatever and just like let them loose.
Whoa.
And so they were just rolling around on the
Free
streets
range.
in Zanesville, Ohio. And like the
Why
cops
do
had
I
to come out
vaguely
and like
remember
euthanize
this?
them and all that. Yeah, it was big news for Ohio.
The next time we drive
Yeah.
through there,
About
we're
a
gonna have to
decade
ask
ago.
the locals.
Do you remember when that happened?
It would have been so my son's 13, so probably about 13 years ago.
So like 2013, 2014 kind of thing?
Yeah.
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 That
Google
Sounds
Zanesville.
vaguely familiar for some reason.
Yeah,
like,
I guess it's like tiger sighting or something.
Yeah.
As if Zanesville needed anything else to make me never want to go back there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
we're
he-
north-
we
Northeast
were
Ohio
rolling
special.
through Zanesville. on
we
the
filled
way
up with
back.
gas, and then it started hiccuping again.
so then you had a
And-
full gas tank you had to drop.
Yeah.
Put a new fuel.
Well, because it was
pump
one of those
in.
things where it would,
Twice.
yeah, twice.
The first fuel pump was bad.
Yep.
Oh,
Put it all the way
Classic.
in. And
Yeah.
that was the worst part is the first time around, O-ring went in, no problem.
Yep.
Got the pump
Yeah.
in. It
'Cause
was
I have
like,
an aftermarket tank too, so it's kind of
'Cause
finicky
the
with
first time
the
it-
O-ring
Like a
and the
Genrite
fuel
tank or
pump.
something?
yeah.
It was called Pure Jeep. They're not. I don't think they're even around
But is it
anymore.
an aluminum tank or something? So it's
Yeah.
already
Got it.
heavier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it took the first time around. It only took like an hour and a half
Yep.
to do the whole thing. So
Yeah.
we get it back up. And we're like, all right, cool. We're gonna be good to go.
Yep, it's fine.
I don't hear anything.
So we dropped it back down. We're like, all right, who's got 12 volts?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Completely dead.
God
Straight out of the
damn
box,
it.
completely dead.
Oh yeah,
surprised.
dude.
No.
Yeah.
So we thankfully the guys in AutoZone were awesome, but we walked back inside and went, "Hey guys!"
'Cause, like,
They let us open a brand new like 4-ton floor jack, the whole thing. They were like, "We'll put it back on the shelf. We don't
hell
give a
yeah.
shit." And we're just like,
That's
the
awesome.
other
"Here's
new,
a bunch of stickers, guys."
the
We're
other
gonna-
new part was like across town or something.
yeah,
and
Tim
had
went
to go
and
get
got it, and because it was just the pump. So the guys from AutoZone, we had the full assembly. We ended up taking that pump out, putting the new pump in, putting the bad pump back in that box, taking it back to Clark's, being like, "This one's bad. I don't know
geez.
what happened."
Yeah.
But it was one of those we learned that day, and this is something even having the shop we never knew. AutoZone has a specific return procedure for fuel pumps because they are so often bad out of the box that when you bring one back, they have a special return process for themselves to then get a replacement fuel pump because it happens so frequently.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And like we never knew that because even being at the shop with the number of fuel pumps we've done, I think we've had one or two
Yeah.
in the 7 years be bad out of the box.
Yeah.
But it happens so much to them. They have a
Few and
special
far
return
between.
process.
So did you install a fuel pump cover outlet on the top? Like they
The second one was fine.
Not yet.
So like yeah,
like,
It's on my list though.
dude.
oh my
You just did it on the
God,
white
dude.
sheet,
I just
the
did
amount
it
of
on
times I've dropped my tank
I
in
did
my
on the-
Jeep alone is astronomical.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I did on the wife's Jeep, the current Jeep I'm building from Malltimate Adventure, and James was like, "Hey, use this boat hatch And no joke, $23 off Amazon.
Yep.
Fits perfect. Just like 2 little knobs you push, and boom, it's like all right there.
Way cleaner way to do
The
it.
So
plow
clean.
truck that Tom bought had one, and we're like looking at it like, why did they cut a hole in the bed? Like, it's so flimsy now. And we looked down and go, fuel pump.
Much easier.
It was like straight down. They
Yeah.
cut the perfect size hole to pull the fuel pump out.
Because like Generate has that kit for like that access port, but it's like 100 and
Motobuilt does one, Genrite does one. There's a couple different people that have started doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, I mean, I think that can be said a lot about a lot of the off-road products. There are products that are sold because they are convenient and they do make sense. Of course. That you can DIY for $20-$30.
Yep.
But then somebody puts it in a package and slaps their sticker on it, and you can do it
$250.
Yeah, exactly. And like I can't hate on them. I get it. You know,
Yeah.
make money.
You got to corner the market somehow.
And you know, some people will do that. And some people will, you know, take.
Well, like to their point, it is like metal and probably somewhat engineered correctly, and like this is a boat action.
There's-
So it's plastic.
There's
like,
certain things that we will give allowances to of like, okay, I understand why that costs more. You're making it a slightly different way. It's a little easier to install, you know, whatever the case may be. But
or it looks better.
yeah.
You know, I
So
get that.
aesthetically, it might be better, but there are so many things out there that we have to try so hard to convince people like all of this is made in the same factory.
Oh yeah.
It's just a different name on the box.
Yeah.
Like, don't let anybody fool you. There's 3 factories in the world that make this part. They make it for everyone.
Yep.
None of this is manufactured here. It just gets shipped here.
Yep.
And that's it.
Yep.
Like all it has to have to say made in USA is some part of the manufacturing.
Yeah.
Has to happen here.
Right. Final
That could be
assembly.
3 screws for all we know.
the sticker.
Right.
But, you know, we could talk about that for days.
Yep.
But why we're here is to talk about Malltimate Adventure. So
right.
obviously, if you followed us before, we've had a bunch of guys on from Ultimate Adventure, which is its own thing, believe it or not.
It's not as cool.
But
But
it doesn't exist anymore.
yeah,
Right now it's
Unreal Adventure.
Unreal Adventure. Can't get sued.
Can't get sued.
Yeah, gotta watch out. Motor Trend's watching.
fuck you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, all
Hey, I
those
mean,
guys
you
from
don't
Motor Trend are watching. Yeah, I bet they are. So I imagine, like us, you guys probably wanted to do Ultimate Adventure at some point.
correct.
But that, as we all come to realize in our own way, is that Ultimate Adventure is a pretty lofty goal to have as something you want to do in your lifetime. Outside of it can happen anywhere, and you just kind of have to be willing to do it anywhere, anytime, anyhow.
Yep.
And have a rig to support that.
Exactly, and they have a lot of, and for good reason, but they have a lot of restrictions on what you have to go and do that. Was what kind of made you guys make those adjustments to Malltimate Adventure to like, hey, like maybe we scale back some of this, maybe we don't do it as long, or we don't do trails that require as much. Like, kind of what was that process of, hey, we want to do this, but we kind of want to do it our own way, and this is how we're going to do it.
Do you want to get?
No, you gotta go first. Yeah.
It all started with a grilled cheese sandwich.
Whose brainchild was it first?
I'm gonna,
It all started
I'm
over
gonna
a
sell
grilled
Eric
cheese
out
and a
real quick.
Reuben at a
So,
diner.
Eric is the driving factor behind Malltimate Adventure. Like it's his brainchild.
No pun intended.
You know, puns. I was kind
Three
of
of us
brought
are dads
along
here.
to kind of help, just because it's more than one person can do. But yeah, no. So the original idea, the original emphasis, and also the driving factor for why it existed in 2025, why it's going to continue to exist in 2026 and moving forward, is Eric. So yeah, he gets the first stab on answering that question. For sure.
So
Stab away.
Stab away. All right. So this idea isn't new, right?
Yeah.
Like the idea of
What are you talking about? This is a completely unique idea, Eric.
adventure.
All original.
All original. This is the first time ever.
Right.
That's an inside joke.
Everyone has their own version. I just want to create like the everyman's version.
Sure.
Right? You know what I mean? I don't want to have tons and 40s in order to do Unreal Adventure, which is
Sure.
like the norm.
Yeah.
You know, I'm building a YJ with a Dana 30 and 35s, and I'm going to bring that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
So like I wanted to create something that was way more, one, budget friendly, but
Sure.
two, reasonable
Yep.
for like everyone else.
How dare you?
I know, right? God damn it.
Where is your exclusivity mindset?
No, it's
okay.
accessibility.
Yeah, and exactly.
Gross.
And
Right?
That is a term we don't like in off-road community at all. If you're not rolling wontons and 40s, like, what are you doing?
But we still had people with 110s and 40s on the trip, which is fine.
But I think that's the fun part, right? Is like, when you make it more accessible, you still get the guys who have badass rigs
You get
because
the bone stock rigs
you find the guys that just
do one trail,
Yeah.
and then the 110s and 40s get stuck.
because you
doing
find
the
the
same
guys
trail.
that just want to have fun, like they're just there for a good time.
We only had one failure on Malltimate Adventure last year where somebody had to bail out before it ended.
That's pretty good.
And
I
he
don't
was,
know,
well,
casualty?
equipment failure.
Yes, like
Yeah, like equipment
catastrophic failure.
Oh, it was, oh boy.
And it was the dude on
Yeah.
tons on 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
The guy riding the 40-year-old YJ made it all the way through unscathed.
Zero issues.
Right?
Let's be real. If you have a rig that old and you've wheeled it for that long, the likelihood you're gonna break something is not high because you know that thing inside and out.
So
Mechanical
enough.
sympathy
Contrary.
is none.
I've been stuck in Paragon with that rig in the middle of nowhere.
Just because that YJ has done you dirty personally, that's just bad.
Hey.
She's-
Semantics.
Just because you're in a toxic relationship with your vehicle,
But
mean,
no,
we
to
all
James's
are.
point, yeah, we had like one of the newest. That was the newest rig.
No, probably
The
Doug
YJ?
Or, no, the JK. The JK on 40. So it was JK running Super 60s.
oh, okay.
Just the problem is he just did hydraulic assist.
Oh,
Or did he do
not full
or No, he
hydro?
did hydro assist.
Hydrosys.
And
That'll be your downfall.
he had a loose fitting spun and it put metal through his entire steering system. And he was looking at what it was going to cost to replace everything, do everything out at that point 8+ hours away from home.
Yeah.
And it wasn't worth it. You know, it was
Nah,
worth
nah.
calling a buddy, throwing it on a trailer, and hauling it back home.
Gotta know when to fold them,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
they say.
But then the joke was that we were talking about the black YJ that was almost 40 years old that was there, but I was driving my TJ that I had just bought back within the last 6 months, hadn't been on the road in
Bought
probably
back?
5 or 6 years. Yeah, I had to sell it when I moved to Hawaii.
Gross.
Yeah, it was really gross. I cried about it for several years.
Now, did you buy it back for less than you sold it for?
I bought it back for exactly what I sold it for.
Okay.
There you go.
Hey,
So-
best
All that matters.
case,
But less
best
maintenance.
like that.
Yeah, no, it's worse than what I sold
That
it.
is worst case scenario. You buy it back for exactly what you sold it for.
I felt so.
Did you save that money? Like, did you take that money and go, I might buy that back. Let me put it aside.
So we just moved back here. We just bought a house, bought this house, and Jeeping wasn't in the immediate future. I have a Tacoma, and I'm like, I'll do a little bit more off-road stuff to that.
Sure.
It's kind of set up Roverlander wise because we were on the West Coast. But I'm like, I'll keep looking on Facebook Marketplace and see if a cool rig pops up. And then my old Jeep popped up.
Is that the one sitting at the side of the
Yeah,
garage
sitting on
right
the
now?
side of the garage right now.
That
I
you
bought
called your
brand
wife's
new
Jeep?
In 03.
No,
wife's
that's-
Jeep. That's his
Oh,
project.
okay.
Yeah,
I was
that
gonna
was-
say
just
that's
allow me to
a
buy that
pretty
Jeep.
big allowance there.
I bought that Jeep brand new in 03, and I built it up on 35s, long arm, and lockers.
Wow.
And I loved it. And I had to sell it because, when you move to Hawaii, you can only move so many vehicles, and it was practical and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So when I had the opportunity to buy it back, the dude had it listed for like $2,000 or $3,000 higher than what I sold it to him for.
Sure.
And I hit him up, and I'm like, "Look, man,
Let me explain something to you.
Well, no, I'm like, that I'm probably gonna pay whatever you ask me to. So I'm hoping you'll do me decent." And he did, and he let
That's
me buy
good.
it back for what I sold it to him for.
That's good.
So I mean, that's kind of just probably the most expensive storage fees I could think of.
That's the
Yeah,
nice thing about
probably.
the
Yeah.
off-road community is
Keeping the
like
Jeep on retainer.
if you ever come across that stuff, those guys are usually pretty good about like, all right, man.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
we'll
He knew.
Yeah.
let's
But he also knew that I would have paid him $10,000, unfortunately, because I wanted my Jeep back.
Yeah, but
right.
it's like I've often felt like in the off-road community that happens more often than you would think. Like in the car community, I could see guys being like, "Well, sorry,
Yeah,
dude.
no-
Like I put
Don't
like
lowball me.
30
I
grand
know
into
what I
this
have.
thing." But the off-road
right.
guys are like, "I didn't really do much to it. Like I was pricing it for the market kind of thing."
Yeah.
Like
he
it is
tried to
what-
fix the shock mount. I'll say that.
He did try.
He did try.
Yeah.
I think
Did he
off-road
try
people are
very
a little bit more
hard?
sentimental too.
Well, just
No.
Some of them.
It was a piece of some amount of gauge steel welded in
Yeah.
a triangle
Hey,
fashion.
look, man,
Yes.
not everyone can be a welder, all right?
Yeah.
But either way, yeah. So I was able to buy my Jeep pack, but that was, in my mind, was the least reliable vehicle on that trip.
I disagree.
I assumed it was going to be. It did fine, but it was the one like the entire trip. I was
Were
like,
they all Jeeps?
No.
We had other
Jack
than
off-road.
Fair.
He brought the
And
raisins.
so here, I'm going to throw that right out there.
Everything but Jack's was the least reliable vehicle.
We
on
try
that trip.
really hard. We try really hard to encourage non-Jeep owners. We want representation. Like I'm a
course.
Toyota and a Jeep guy, right? Like we got both, so I get it.
You have a problem, as they say.
Yes, dude, if I-
problem.
yeah. I don't have as big of a problem as Eric does. That's for sure.
Whoa. It's not my Jeep. It's my wife's Jeep.
That one.
Yeah.
Well, what about the other three?
3? Yeah. Okay.
You know, it's not the first time I've heard a husband say something like that, but when it's in relation to vehicles, that's pretty powerful. Like, no, it's not my Jeep.
Yeah, right.
Same but different.
I just spend all the money on it. It's fine.
I'm actually,
Yeah.
I'm actually really blessed in that regard. My wife didn't bat an eye. She's giving me a little bit of ribbing or whatever. She didn't bat an eye when I bought that Jeep back when I shouldn't have. Like we were not in the market for a Jeep. And just actually this weekend, so I also like Subarus, and there's a 98 Forester that's like mint condition, garage kept 5-speed that's sitting around in this neighborhood for cheap. And I'm like, we don't need a fourth car.
If you're listening,
That's a good deal.
I tell you, the one Subaru I would love to buy would be one of the Bajas.
Oh yeah, like the.
Yeah,
Well,
they're
you're talking
cool.
about a Baja or Brat? You want the 4-door, like the later one, or the Brat, the little 2-door guy?
I could do either one. I
Okay.
would prefer the 4-door
Out of
if I
practicality?
could. Yeah, I mean, I have a kid, so
Yeah.
it's
And you can get them with a
But-
the WRX motor in them too.
Yeah, but there was always one when I lived in Alexandria. There was one that I would see every day on my way into work,
Yeah.
and I would even the fact that it was yellow, I didn't care. I was like, I will rock that in yellow.
Yeah, right.
But I would stare at the dude, and one day I rolled my window down, and he saw me do it, and he rolled his window down. I was like, "How much?" He goes, "Fuck off," and he just drove off. And I was like, "Fair, bro. That's fine. Good talk." And he did it with a smile on his face, so it's like, I get it. I get it. It's not the first time you've been asked.
Complimented.
Yeah, of course.
So anyway, so for Malltimate Adventure, that's the spread, right? Like we have
Yep.
different rigs, and we want different rigs to apply each year because they got to apply each year anyway. And we definitely want more than just one brand. Honestly, just Jeeps are popular around here because they fit the trails. You know, they make sense for the East Coast side. But granted, we don't need people just from the East Coast. We have at least one person already asking about it from the West Coast.
Yeah,
we always love that when we see like, and you guys for only having done it for just that 1 year, it's wild that you've already got guys reaching out. Like, just kind of goes to show the reach. Even when you don't think it's that big, it's like clearly somebody somewhere is watching.
Well,
Yeah.
it's that accessibility, it's that relatability.
Absolutely.
It's really like, you guys just went to King of the Hammers. You have the Everyman race, and you have factory back teams.
Not so much the Everyman race anymore.
Right. You have factory back teams doing the Everyman race, but you still have like what is it, Sherpa, right? Like Sherpa's got a 4Runner on 35s. Like honestly, you could daily drive that thing.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And that could be the kind of rig that you buy and keep in your own driveway, and you can do on your own. Like we're still that grassroots type level stuff, and that's kind of the goal, is to keep it where those guys can come and do this.
Yeah.
Because like you mentioned, Unreal Adventure, Ultimate Adventure, that's cool.
Yeah.
But there's a couple hundred people applying for that every year.
I'd probably say more than 100. It's probably like
Yeah,
thousands
there's-
of people
there's-
applying
They've
for
been
that.
doing it for long
Thousands,
enough.
yeah.
with rigs that are through the roof,
Yeah.
and just like you also have to have, not only you have to have your rig all set up and have the money into the rig, you have to then have, a large amount of cash sitting around so you can go travel to whatever part of the world they're going to go do this in.
Yeah, because I mean, when you're talking about 10 to 12 days of being not at work but away, doing something that is realistically a dumb hobby, anything can break you, right? You try and plan for everything, but one wrong move, one unlucky accident, and you're replacing parts, doing all that. How do you guys pitch that to people of like, hey, we're not quite that extreme? Like, yes, obviously there's always a risk. We all know that there's always a risk of breaking something going wrong. But what is it that you guys are doing that's you feel like are going to entice those everyday guys to come out in that situation of you know, my rig's not necessarily as built as it could be, but I'm still going to be relatively safe in the breakage department.
Yeah, I would say plan for the worst.
Sure.
Right? Like, regardless.
Know your weak points.
Know your weak points, right? If you have a Dana 30, as our conversation was, you should bring shafts.
Yes.
Bring a whole axle.
Right. Bring everything.
All the parts.
But like we're big on self-sufficiency, so like you're gonna pack out what you think your rig is gonna have.
How dare
or
you
break. I know, right?
Not fix my rig.
U joints. It's a lot of like no one knows what'll break, right? Like we had last year, we had a TJ that had just the most gnarly death wobble ever, but he
on
had,
the trail.
No. Well, it probably happened
be
from the trail,
impressive.
but like going to and from,
Yeah.
it was gnarly. Like,
And this is a really
Severe.
well-built TJ. That's a good Jeep. It's a great driver. All like again, like you wouldn't like again least likely of one of the folks to have an issue.
Sure.
right. But the point being is like he had the mentality of like, hey, my shit's broke, but I'm still gonna wheel and I'm still gonna get to point A to point B. And that's really what we're looking for. Is like we can't predict what's gonna happen to you and your car, whatever Jeep, whatever Toyota. But like you have to have the mentality of I'm gonna try to fix it to the best of my ability, and I'm gonna get to point A to point B. Like that's it. We will help you. We'll have an OG stick around and like help you work on your rig. Like I think you guys cut up a soda can to like shove in
tried
a track
everything.
bar.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like
Wait. No, we're not going to gloss over that.
That wasn't even the most exciting part. So you know, it's a TJ, right? So
Sure.
pretty standard
Piece of shit.
steering setup. Yeah, and so one of the common play in the track bar at the bushing at the axle side. So all right, let's try to suck all that up.
Shocker.
So yeah, he shotgunned a Coke for me, and then we cut it up and we rolled it up and we took up some of the space in the sleeve because there was a little bit of play between the bushing and the actual sleeve in there. That didn't fix it. Then we milked it. We kind of drove around the death wobble for the rest of the way. We went and got some extra parts and all that stuff. And then I met up back up with the group. And to Eric's point, like that was the driver's attitude was, you know, hey, yeah, I know this is jacked up, but we just got to, at that point, Good Evening Ranch. Like, I'm going to go wheel and go mess it up a little bit more. We'll fix it tonight.
It's my kind of guy.
Right. And then we'll worry about getting it home tomorrow.
damn right.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean,
brother.
Death wobble's not happening at 2 miles an hour crawling down the trail. So
And if it is, you got way bigger problems.
But like he wheeled hard the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And then we spent that afternoon like trial and error.
Yeah.
We're like, hey, we're gonna fix this, go drive, come back, we'll fix it. And we figured it out.
Well,
and
I think we band-aided enough that it hasn't been an issue.
we acquired parts from
Strategically.
a vehicle that was also on Good Evening
You sold him?
on the Good Evening Ranch property, which I think was scrap, by the way. Just
We traded parts.
disclaimer. And it fixed it.
Yeah.
It was awesome, dude. It was like one of the best moments of like being as in a community of just like a bunch of dudes drinking beer around a broken Jeep, and we're all just trying to fix it.
The only problem that we had when we were all wrenching on it was the fact that we were all wrenching on it. So we had like 4 dudes and we're in the grass, a
Too
little
many
bit of a
chefs in
hill.
the kitchen.
Too many chefs in the
We're all
kitchen.
trying to like jack up every
No,
wheel at the
don't
same
do it
time
that way.
and put it on the jack stands and I'm like, hey man, like that's not going to work on a hill. Like maybe we slow down and do one wheel at a time.
Your logic has no place here.
Right.
That's
No,
our favorite saying in the show.
Everybody wanted to help. Everybody wanted
Of course.
to pitch in, which is awesome. Again, goes to that community part, and that's kind of like what. Again, that's kind of one of the things that Malltimate Adventure has going for it is that we are still small. We are still grassroots. Eric and I's biggest problem that we're having for Malltimate Adventure 2026 is that we had 11 participants, including us, last year. We're growing to 15 this upcoming year. I want to bring all 11 participants for last year, and some of those guys were co-drivers and want to bring their rigs, so really I have more than that.
I was going to
And
say, yeah.
we want to get new applicants, so we have the beautiful problem of having too many dudes that we want to go wheeling with.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know, so
I was gonna say, how are you guys? Because like Ultimate Adventure will obviously bring back past contestants and stuff.
Usually
And
they're made cronies. to
yeah,
help
yeah.
us
Like
work out.
they'll have
Yes.
their cronies of like, hey, like you're gonna get first dibs at some of these spots here. How are you guys kind of handling that? Because obviously, anybody who has any kind of business or event, anything, wants it to grow. You know, you want that to expand. Are you guys gonna allocate a certain number of spots to returning vehicles, anything like that? Because I'm sure some of those guys would come back as co-drivers happily to just, go have fun in the woods with their buddies, kind of thing. Are you gonna say, hey, 5 of the 15 are gonna be returning vehicles as the OGs, so to speak?
Yeah, I mean, to James's point, this is the problem we have right now: is we have too many OGs that want to come back.
Well, of course.
All of them.
Right.
Rock,
all
paper,
of them.
scissors.
which is a good problem to have. And
Of course.
And like the
It
problem
means you put on a good event.
Well,
I mean, in all honesty.
miraculously, right? Like I'm still a little shocked of how well it went. I don't know about you, but
Yeah,
like,
but here's the thing: if it goes too well, then you don't have good stories to tell.
No, that's it. We had the
like
right
popping
mix.
soda cans
right.
into a track bar.
but the other part is like, how am I going to top that in 26? Like we had
Break more
we had
shit.
perfect weather, right? Like regardless,
Yeah.
Separated that from that is like this year's challenge will be picking the 15 people that'll go.
Sure.
For sure. For the OGs that are listening and for the OGs
Sorry, guys, we already took one spot.
that are going to, first of all, everyone has to apply, regardless if you're an OG or not. Everyone has to apply.
Good.
And then I highly encourage OGs to like think about being co-drivers.
Sure.
You know what I mean? To like one of their buddies who might have a wheel.
And kind of guide, like
right,
be that
right.
person.
You're still there, but like you're
Give
going to
somebody
bring
a chance.
yeah.
someone else a chance, a different rig, because we don't want the same rigs all the time. That's not
Of
fun,
course.
right?
Yeah.
Hence why you're bringing a different rig from last year too.
I'm building a different rig just for this specifically.
It has
Are
nothing
you
to do
going to
with that. You
finish
have
it
a
in
problem.
time?
Yes.
Are you going to finish it in time?
Yes.
Well, that's to that
We
point.
want
I
confirmation.
am so invested in this stupid thing.
I promise you.
I mean, it's your
that
event. I would hope so.
If it was the week before Malltimate Adventure, and because we still have the group text from last year, and we said, hey, Eric's rig for Malltimate Adventure 2026 is not ready, we would again have too many hands sitting there trying to volunteer to help,
Yeah.
to find
Yeah.
parts, to put things together, whatever it takes.
Right.
Because
Well,
that's
that'd
the
be
vibe.
a good joke to play on them. Like if it is ready, be like, "Hey guys, it's not ready. We need you all to come over and like help out, and just have a big barbecue."
Yeah, I mean, to be
Like,
honest,
just kidding.
that week before Malltimate Adventure, you're like, what am I missing? Like, what do I have to pack
Yep.
that I'm not thinking of?
Yeah.
I packed my rig like the week before, and I'm like, I know I'm missing something. And I just pulled everything
Snacks.
out, put everything back in.
Snacks.
Right.
Eric and I live
Snacks.
on a slightly different spectrum of how we prepare for things.
Oh, we're
And
all on the
I get
spectrum,
it, too,
buddy.
the two, I think that it was the 2 or 3 days before Malltimate Adventure, I think I took off and I was wrenching on the Jeep and changing a few things and all that kind of stuff.
All right.
But now that I have one under my belt and saw exactly what it took, my stress level as far as like what I have to pack, what I have to bring, like I'll bring less honestly than I did last year.
I
I'll
love
pack
how
it
you
smarter.
say that like you didn't plan the entire thing and didn't know what you were getting into, as if like, oh man, I'm glad I got one under my belt because now I know.
It's like anything else.
Because I had no idea beforehand.
Well, Eric and I talked about pre-running, and we do a terrible job about pre-running because, wife, kids, families, jobs, all,
Right.
You gotta turn it into a
responsibilities.
camping
Leave
trip.
them all at home. Be a bad husband.
Probably. This year, we probably should.
We should.
We should.
We need to make that happen.
Yeah. It's I'll say like this year compared to last year, for the 11 people that were here, or 11 rigs that were here last year, this year will be harder. Like
100%.
I don't know how to say that more of like
Like-
we're wheeling harder.
Like
Yeah.
technically harder
Yes.
or
Yes.
just more?
no,
Both.
yes,
Both.
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 Yes.
I
Okay.
was gonna say, I think you guys said it was gonna be a longer trip, and you were picking harder trails.
more actual
wheeling during the trip
locations.
kind of
Oh,
thing?
yeah, dude.
Okay.
Like,
The wheeling the wheeling terrain is definitely more
Technical and
than it was last year.
Yeah,
Last year
fuck
we
the
did a
West
really good
Coast.
job of starting low
Get
and
at
working
us.
our way up. This year, it's debatable on whether or not you would say we're doing that. I think we pretty much start pretty hard and stay pretty hard through going through it.
I think we end.
I'm always
easy,
hard when I wheel, so
to be
Fair
honest.
enough.
fine.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Like I think
Finish strong. As my principal used to say in high school.
we start real challenging.
Yes.
Like day one is real.
And it's more, and I would say it's of the level of challenge that we were having probably by day 3 last year, and this year we have.
Are you trying to keep it like that across the board, or is it more of a start hard and kind of taper off to?
I think it's just kind of how it all shakes out, because
Sure.
the logistics portion of it is like you can pick out all these great wheeling trails,
Of course.
but then you have to figure out, all right, how do we fit our formula? We want to drive 2 or 3 hours starting at 7 in the morning, go wheel all day, still have enough time to get to camp before it's dark.
Of course.
Have a beer, have some dinner, fix whatever, lick your wounds,
Yep.
and then repeat for 4
Yep.
straight days. Like, because of those logistic challenges, like our original, I think Eric's original, like, hey, this is what I'm thinking for the trails. I had to be like, all right, well, what if we change these all around to try to shorten up some drive times? How do we do this so we try
Sure.
to make this a little bit more feasible? Because what we don't want it to be is a slog fest that kills you, right? Like,
Of
we
course.
want you to have fun. So if you're
Right.
driving 8 hours a day, then wheeling 8 hours a day, then driving another 5 hours to camp,
Yeah.
you're burnt.
Yeah.
I'll say after Malltimate Adventure last year, I was burnt by day 4 there.
Well, I was gonna say
Yeah.
you guys kind of made a point, when we were 3 sheets to the wind in Frederick, Maryland. No, just
Shout out to McClintock.
Yeah.
It's
Yo,
good brewery.
McClintock's
Great
was
bourbon.
delicious. But you guys did make a point of saying that if for anyone who's watched Ultimate Adventure, you'll wheel for 12 hours. And then all of a sudden, you're getting into camp at 2 a.m. and setting up, and still you haven't eaten and all that stuff. And you guys kind of made a point of saying that you wanted to do that part of it, especially a little different. Get to camp while they're still at least a little light, get set up so you have some time to relax and kind of recuperate a little bit. How does that factor into this year where you're saying it's going to be harder, a little more technical? How do you, because you can't always plan for everything, obviously. But how are you factoring that in? Do you have offshoots where it's like, hey, like if we're creeping up on the witching hour here of, can we get off this trail to get to camp quicker, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, this goes back to, like, we have to keep 15 rigs, because if we go more, it'll take us way too long to do it.
Oh,
And especially
we know that burden from
the-
guiding at
the
events.
level of difficulty this year. Like,
Yeah.
this is going to be, we're going to do it like one trail, and it will take us probably all day.
And you're
Especially
doing
stock, mostly rigs. Because, like,
What
35s.
what are your requirements for it?
35s.
35s?
I would highly suggest 35s and above. If
Okay.
you are lower than 35s,
You're going to have a problem.
I think when Eric and I, when we talk about things, we kind of look at rigs that are in the TJ to LJ wheelbase on 35s to 37s.
To be fair, I would say 35s at this point are just like a stock off-road rig. Like, there's...
Well, just because you can fit 35s on, you can fit 37s on a brand new JL, right?
Yeah.
Like,
37s are the new 35s.
yeah,
for
the new...
JLs.
That's what I'm saying,
The
with the
JLs
shorter
and the
wheelbase.
Broncos, man, really kind of put into perspective for some people. The fact that you can fit 37s on a stock vehicle is wild.
Right.
Like
Jeep
10
took
years
notes.
ago, 37s were still like monster truck tires to a lot of
I
people.
remember getting 35s and being like the biggest dude in the group and like, you're badass. And then
On a JK, a 35 is pretty massive. On a JL, you're like, that's a stock on a 392.
I mean, JK 35s, I feel like is really easy to get
To us, JKs on 2.5 and 35s is
It's like,
stock.
It's simple.
Like, that's how it should come from factory.
But like that won't be the best choice for Malltimate Adventure. Like,
No.
like if you have a 2-inch lift JK with 35s, you're gonna have a lot of problems. I'll say
Yeah.
that.
good
if you're a good
problems or
wheeler
bad
and you're
Well, it
maybe
depends
in a
on how you're
Rubicon, you're not worried about a little body damage. I think a
To be fair, I think if you off-road at all, you should be okay with body damage.
100%.
I think
I
that's the
agree,
number
yeah.
one thing that we run into is like, look, regardless of what you could be on a dirt road.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You have to be okay with at least pinstripes because if you're driving through the woods, you have no control. Sometimes.
My Band-Aid entry into actual off-roading was when I brought my TJ brand new in 03, and I dropped off at a buddy's house to borrow his truck, and then his roommate backed a trailer into it. Put the first like dent in the tub, right? And that was
This
like,
is
okay.
bullshit.
Right. This is a beautiful, pretty Jeep at that point in time, and I'm like, all right, cool. But the minute I had some kind of scratches down the side, I'm like, all right, game on.
That reminds me of Travis.
Oh, yeah.
That day we took him out. We had a buddy of ours who was in the similar vein. He was very ginger with his Jeep. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't do. We took him out. Just easy trail. he got the first scratch down the full length of his passenger
then it's
side.
game on, brother.
And he walked out, and we were like, this is going to go one of two ways. We're either about to leave or we're about to have a really fun day.
time, yeah.
And he stared at it for a good 5 minutes, just in complete silence. And we're like, we're just going to let him have a moment here.
Yeah.
And he turned to us and goes, let's fuck shit up. And I was just like, yes!
Either that or his fenders. Because he's got the steel fenders, too.
He did, yeah. That happened later in the day, but that first scratch, he heard it in the Jeep. So he got out, and he looked and went,
First cut's the deepest, right?
Yeah.
let's fuck
all
shit
black.
up. And it was just like,
All black four-door
brother.
JK.
Oh, yeah, dude. So there was no hiding it. But it's like, to me, that's the fun part. Like, you get your trail badges, right?
Yep.
Like, everyone always wants to be
Every
like,
scratch has a story.
yeah. It's
Fair.
we
Yeah.
always joke that if everything goes perfectly right, you have no stories to tell.
Yep.
Right? So
Are you familiar with the term Type 2 fun?
What?
No. Okay. So
type 2
this-
diabetes, yes.
Diabetes.
No,
Diabetes.
there's this concept, and it's big in the military world because there's a lot of Type 2 fun. So Type 2 fun is no, it's when you do something that is hard and challenging, and in the moment you might be
Sucks ass.
right. It might suck a little bit. You might be crying a little bit. You might be thinking this is the end of the world.
Yep.
But 9 times out of 10, at least if you're wired a certain way, that's your favorite story.
Yeah.
You know, like when it comes back to it after the fact, you're like, man, that was brutal. That was, 36 hours that I didn't sleep. That was, that cost me more money than I want to talk about and tell the wife. I have these scars and broken bones and all this other good stuff. But 9 times out of 10, a couple years back, you're looking at it and you're saying, man, that was the best day of my life, right? That was the coolest thing that I ever did.
Yeah.
Sorry,
That's-
kids.
That's Type 2 fun. And I'm a dad, right? So it's actually something I work my mind around a lot with my kids. I try to keep them protected, but I got a 13-year-old boy. When he does some stupid stuff and he gets hurt, kind of, fucks around and finds out, like, that's a good time.
Yeah.
And those are going to be core memories. And I think there's a bit of that with stuff like this, with Malltimate Adventure, with off-roading in general.
Yeah.
It's that Type 2 fun. It's going to be a little tough sometimes.
You got to have that mentality, though.
Yeah. But
And
you gotta
it's
think-
kind of a
That's
kind of
the
a
thing.
1% mentality. It's like if there's even a 1% chance that I'm gonna laugh about this later,
it's worth trying.
it's worth trying.
That was like Tom and I at Gooding Ranch for the Great American Crawl.
Was that before or after he blew the diff up?
Before, because both of us, me and my LJ, him and the JK, we went up. I think it was Cadillac by ourselves because Tom hadn't been there yet, and I'd been there multiple times for events and stuff. So I took the LJ. I had just done my 6-speed swap, brand new motor, so I was just having the time of my life.
Hell yeah.
And I'm still on 35, so I got a 4.5-inch lift, and the tires are still eating my Jeep up. So I got high centered. He was trying to get me off. He got stuck trying to get me off. I tried to winch. The winch bound up. Winch line broke, so I'm just stuck wedged between the rocks, and I'm just kind of like, this is getting me rich. Like,
We're having a great time, boys.
I wasn't worried about it. I was having fun.
Every career wheeler, everybody who's stuck with it, has one of those stories. Like you were
yeah,
talking about
sure.
the Black YJ and how many times you've been stranded at Paragon and stuff like that in your formative years as a young youth.
I feel like every lifetime wheeler has at least one. I almost died.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Let me tell you the story.
Yeah.
I almost
And we
flipped
all
on
look
Yellow
back
Jacket.
and go, "Yeah, it was worth it."
Yeah.
Have you ever flipped your Jeep on Yellow Jacket at Roush Creek?
I haven't, but I almost got sent through a
came close
windshield,
to
which
it.
was fun.
Yellow Jacket's
getting
such a good trail.
getting almost sent through a windshield that's going to be hard to top.
There's still a picture on my Instagram of me and my Jeep. A high and tight haircut. I was still like 21 at the time. Angel is hanging off of my Jeep trying to keep me from
Anything
rolling
Angel's
over.
involved in is going to be one of those.
I had to do an Austin Powers turn on Yellow Jacket because I couldn't get any further.
Right.
That was more impressive than actually attempting Yellow Jacket.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's that mentality, right? It's that I'm here, I'm going to go wherever, I'm going to wheel whatever. If
Yep.
I break, I'll figure it out.
Especially since it is unsupported other than what you bring in your vehicle.
Yep.
So you don't
Right.
have a trailer waiting for you at the trailhead. You just drove 3 hours, 4 hours to get to this trailhead, and you did the same thing yesterday. So you're that much farther away from home.
I think it's a little different too when you have a group of people that are like-minded too, and like you're not gonna get left behind.
Yeah.
Like it's not so much a true safety net, right? Because you do have to be self-sufficient, but
Yeah.
it's the idea that like unless you bow out, no one's gonna leave you.
Community
Like there's gonna be
confidence.
some
Yeah,
kind
I
of
would
support of like,
that.
hey, do you need help?
Yeah,
Like
so-
before we keep driving, do you need help?
What we'll do is we'll do like you have 30 minutes to like 45 minutes to diagnose.
Yeah.
Right. After that, we will leave you somebody.
Yep.
Like an OG.
Yep.
To say a lot of times James, which
Well, to be fair, last year it was only Eric and I. Eric does a very good job of keeping the mystique real and live, right? Only Eric and I knew where we were going every day. Nobody else on that trail knew.
That's kind of fun.
It is. It's a lot of fun.
Like,
It's a lot of fun for the people that are going with it. But that
Yeah.
also meant that when it came to somebody
You
has
guys
to
got
stay
to be
behind,
on
had to
your
be one of us.
shit if you're gonna do it that way. Though.
yes,
Like-
which we were surprisingly. But like
Our
worked out.
wives
We'll go
would
with that.
disagree.
it worked. But if someone breaks, James had to stay back because he's the only one that knew the route. Right.
Yeah.
So I
Of
think
course,
for
yeah,
next year we'll kind of figure something out. But like we will leave you somebody
Yeah.
with you to like help
Two-person
go run to the
integrity.
parts store.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go wrench whatever. So,
So
that you're
are
not
you guys
there.
gonna do like a day of like not necessarily ahead of time, but like hey, here's the route for today, just in
No.
case.
Absolutely not.
No.
I
Okay.
even tried to get Eric to do that. Like, hey, do you want to give these guys like where the gas stop is? No.
No.
No,
If we have a gas
that's
stop.
fine. It's like I got no issue with that at all.
No, it's you will follow us. We'll start.
You will follow Eric because he drives fast on the highway.
Well, not with the new wife, Steve. That's
Oh, no, yeah.
Probably
Maybe,
goes,
yeah,
like,
we'll
4 miles
figure
an
that
hour.
I love that you're sticking to that.
Oh yeah, I'm hard invested in that name.
That's fair.
I'll say
Babe, this is yours.
we'll be like we'll start the morning to be like, hey, plan is we'll drive 2 hours, we'll go get gas, we'll go wheel at this place. You will figure it out by the time we're there because you
Yeah.
know where we are.
We're
kinda
gonna
thing.
wheel it up.
Yeah, you can Google.
Yeah, you can Google. But we don't like completely leave you in the dark. We're like, hey, we're gonna go drive, and then you'll figure it out. We're like, hey, this is the plan, right?
Sure.
You'll get gas. Don't worry. You're not gonna run out of gas, right? You'll have a plan. You'll have a chance to like, fuel up, get some food, whatever, and then we'll go spend however long it takes us through the trail, and then we'll go camp or drive to camp or whatever.
Right.
But I think the point we didn't touch on was like the timeline. We're early, right? Like
We're hitting the road at 7 o'clock.
We're hitting the
That's
road at
goal.
7
That's
o'clock.
the goal every morning.
it's to me. To
Every
me, it's
dad
not
is
early.
okay with that.
was gonna
Like,
say,
that's,
right.
I'm up at 6 already.
But like
At
we
6? Good for
start
you.
early. I'm on a schedule, dude. Like I am very strict about it. We have a place to be. We have time to get there. That whole thing. We got 15, broke ass rigs trying to drive 3 hours. You know what I mean?
We have 16 wheelers trying to make highway miles.
Yeah.
Now, granted, we
Guys,
do.
this convoy is out of necessity.
And we don't go on the highway. By the
We
way,
try. I would say we try to find
We
the least.
only do back roads.
right the least highway version
How
we can.
dare you?
I know.
Yeah, it's a cool little button on Google Maps.
Well, yes, that did help.
Yeah.
But so not only does it take us long to get there, we also have 15 rigs to account for. So like the schedule is the biggest thing.
Was that an effort to be slightly different than Ultimate Adventure? Because obviously they have a lot of
Yeah, they
in
have a pretty
between.
good a bit of.
But they
highway
also
miles.
have a support crew.
Sure.
We don't even have. We don't have a. We are the support.
I was gonna say you have it. It's you.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have. We don't have separate rigs. We don't have cronies that are there just to drive
Yet.
camera dudes around. We,
Yet.
Yes.
We're so, but that's also.
If
the
anyone wants to
conversation, too.
donate monies,
Yes, I need to build my LJ. Thank you.
But that's also
Money,
part of the
please.
conversation is we don't want it to grow too big where then it becomes. I mean, if we're just
Yeah.
Ultimate Adventure 2.0, or sorry, Ultimate Adventure 2.0,
you mean
What's the
you
difference?
don't want to make millions of dollars
No.
doing this?
No.
I
Do
don't
that
think those
though.
dudes make millions of dollars. I think the
sponsors
companies
make
do.
money.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that.
yeah. But on the note of the schedule, let's talk about the schedule for what 2026 would look.
I was
like.
gonna say, when is registration? When is
Yeah.
the actual event? If you are okay saying that.
Sure, yeah. April 1st, registration opens.
Okay.
It's going to be open for a month. So you have April 1st to April 30th. Yeah, not a joke. This is real.
This is serious. This is real life.
You have all of the opportunities to think about it, consider it before you actually apply. We take applications seriously.
100% seriously.
Like,
No one in our community thinks ahead. Of
course
before.
What
It's
is the
just,
application
I'll do
process?
it.
What is the application process?
Yeah.
It's a form you just fill out, and you're like,
Tell us a bit about your rig. Tell us a bit about you.
Yep.
Please
You,
tell
your
me you have
rig.
video submissions.
We have picture submissions.
Oh,
That makes sense.
I need to know what you're bringing.
Yeah.
Right.
I want video submit. I want audition tapes.
I'm bringing my scooter.
Send it. But we would take that. I think we actually even had that on the application last year.
have a 2025 4Runner.
I just don't think we had anybody really kind of go that route. But yes, no, put in a video submission and saying like, hey, this is me, this is my rig. That tells us a lot about you, tells us a lot about your rig. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you want to do, whatever tickles your fancy, great.
Yeah.
But like,
No Fords.
It would be a good idea is to do it through Instagram. Video submission and tagging Malltimate Adventure.
That's actually not a bad idea.
not a bad idea.
Especially since you've been pimping our
Look, man, learn how to do social media. Okay?
Yeah, right. Yeah, possibly.
So you put in an application.
Correct.
We're going to judge the hell out of you. We're going to probably sit down and have a couple of bourbons and cry over trying to make the most difficult choices of our life to pick our 15 rigs. And we're trying real hard to stick with that.
To be fair to your contestants, you have to put up the video of you all crying over bourbon
I mean,
to
maybe.
decide.
Done. Done.
This is a really hard decision.
So you got
The
that
wives
month
in the
of
background like, what are you crying about?
you got that month of April to figure out, get the application. We have that month of April to figure out our people, and we will try to announce it in mid-May, I think is what we're shooting for.
May 15th is when we're going to do like a dirty 30. So like
Registration closes end of April kind of thing.
Yep. Here's the top
Gives us
30.
2 weeks for us to
Right.
go through it.
30
Okay.
people who applied who will like narrow it down to.
Yep.
And then we'll spend the next 2 weeks deciphering who's going to be the final.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then working that out with them. Because obviously, like anything else, right? Like, I'll throw my name in a lot of hats and then sometimes be like, wait a minute, did I bet off more than I can chew? So we might get that too. So we'll have those conversations
Yeah.
before we put out the final list and say, hey, these are the people that are going. But so I would say as an applicant, put your application in early and expect to know by mid-May whether or not you're, being looked at or selected.
Yep.
And hopefully we'll be able to let the public know by June 1st.
Probably June 1st. Yeah.
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 And then the actual event, we're going to have our first, we'll call it our day 0 or meetup day on September 3rd, which is a Thursday.
Thursday.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to
Heading into
ask
Labor Day
everyone to
weekend.
get there the night before.
Okay.
It's also depending where you are in the
Sure.
United States.
Sure.
Because you're not going to know.
That's why we're giving you a couple months head notice too, so that way you can make some plans to get to the starting.
So
line.
we're gonna
Right.
do it Ultimate Adventure style, like, hey, like, you're gonna show up and you're just gonna follow us.
You're gonna show up. You will follow us. But like, once you're accepted, we'll give you. an
Hey, this is
approximate
where we're
location.
sure.
You're like, hey,
we're
we're
gonna
gonna
be
meet
here on this date.
Yep.
Done.
right. Be in this.
That way when we
Plan to
say
be in this region.
Argentina, somebody can say, well, no, I can't make it to Argentina.
Right. We're not. Yeah. Exactly.
Look, this isn't travel baseball, okay? All right, guys. On Thursday we're gonna be in Puerto Rico, and then on Friday we're gonna be in Colombia. So plan your work travel.
Yeah.
So day 0 is our meetup day, which is the Thursday, September 3rd. Friday, September 4th, we start wheeling. We start driving out.
Okay.
Go
That's
wheeling.
day 1. Yep.
That's day 1. Go through Saturday, day 2, go through Sunday, day 3, day 4 continues to have wheeling on day 4, and then day 5 would be your.
I like how you're looking at your phone. 'Cause
Oh yeah, no, I'm looking at the.
I'm
whole
gonna
route.
steal your
Like,
phone in a
nobody else
second
can
and be
see
like,
this,
I know the route.
but I know exactly where we're going. And on day 5 that morning, we'll be dispersed and figure out how you're going to get back home.
Sure.
Right.
So obviously that's from a contestant standpoint. But when we talked to you guys before, obviously, everyone always likes a little bit of help. From a sponsor standpoint,
Yeah.
what are you guys looking for?
So we have a few sponsors already.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, it's awesome. It's been great.
That's awesome.
They've been super supportive, even year 2, right? Like
Yeah,
this
huge
was
for
the
year
first
2.
year we were like, you know what, we probably need a little bit more help.
Sure.
Yeah.
Financially and whatever, because we want this to be as least of a burden to the participants as
Sure.
possible.
Of course.
And like that's my goal.
That's the accessibility part
Let's
of
talk
it.
about
Exactly.
that. There is no application fee. There is no participation fee. There is no like, hey, you're paying James and Eric to do any of this stuff.
So this is all public access, like
Doing it for the love of the game.
Doing it for the love of the game, dude.
Yep.
Like you pay
Perfect.
for like if we go, let's say we go to a park, like you'll pay the park entrance fee.
Sure.
But like I'm not gonna charge you to go in this thing. Like you're gonna apply,
Right.
Yeah.
and you're gonna be like, I'm down to peel out.
But to the
And that's
point,
Yeah.
that is that's the only thing that we would look for financially from any kind of sponsorship is if sponsors want to make
Just to help
that
cover some of those fees and
for the participants, not for us.
Sure,
anything.
sure,
Like
sure.
if you want to give, like let's say that you decided that
$20
you want to
a
give a
person.
cash donation.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take that cash donation and be like, hey, I'm taking $5 off everybody's camping fee tonight.
Yep.
Or we're going to cover this. Like that's the goal with any kind of sponsorship that we get.
Yep.
We don't need to. We don't need to have our name out there any farther than we really do. Like we're already getting it out there pretty well. Like the biggest thing we need is to make this more accessible.
Sure.
So if
Right.
you want to figure out a way to do that, we've had some sponsors give us some merchandise too.
that's awesome.
My ask would be if you're going to give us merchandise for 15 rigs.
Yep.
That's also hard for sponsors to justify.
Of course,
Right.
of course.
So like that's
find
been a
a
little bit
middle
of a
ground.
challenge this year, right?
Which is fair.
Hopefully we can grow into. But like what we've got support for this year has been like we have a sponsor, Arn Off-Road. He's a local off-road shop here in the Baltimore area.
Okay.
He's covering all the t-shirts.
Cool.
Awesome.
Awesome. Right? Like super
People don't understand how expensive that stuff can be.
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes. Like,
Or how much people appreciate that stuff.
like
right.
people get mad when someone sells a T-shirt for $25. Like you don't understand that T-shirt costs them $21 to
No,
buy.
you're
Like
right.
they're not
You're
really
actually a little
making
low on the
any
dollar
money
figures
on
too
it.
there.
Yeah, like,
Exactly. So
like, it's that little stuff like you said, like the campsite fees
Yep.
and all that. It's like it's like for one person $20 is not that big a deal, but you start talking about 15 rigs
Yep.
and multiple people in that car. Most places are not they're gonna sit there and go, oh, you got 3 people? Cool, that's $20
I want
apiece.
to remove as many barriers as we can to make this as accessible to the everyday guy because that's who I am.
Yeah.
I want people like me to be able to come and do it.
yeah, and I mean it's going to be expensive, right, for
Yeah.
for the everyman person to do this because you have to drive, gas,
Of course.
all the crap.
I
you
mean,
probably
we all
to
have
buy.
hybrids, right? We're all getting 30, 40 miles per gallon.
Yeah,
I have a full EV. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly, right? That's good.
Because EVs are the wave of the
Free
future. Yeah,
so-
I get my energy from the
So
sun.
I'm bringing a Prius.
right.
Hey, if somebody figures out a Prius
We're
that
not
can
going down Peter's Mill.
do
Okay?
all of our trails, more power to them.
That would be exciting.
Yeah, I would be pretty stoked.
We've talked
guess we
about
need
doing
to-
K trucks on the Rubicon. So if
Yes.
you guys ever want to do
That sounds
like
awesome.
Priuses
Yes.
of the East Coast, like we're
Yeah,
down.
hell yeah.
I guess whenever the Yundudu dies, we're gonna have to like hodgepodge.
It's the
35s
full
under
necromancer
it.
reduce reuse like Ikiki. Like, we're bringing that thing back to life.
Yeah, so it's expensive, like to do this. Like no,
It's a
joke.
dumb hobby. Like this
is a dumb hobby.
We're asking you
Stupid
to take
hobby.
We're asking you to take Labor Day weekend off, plus a couple days on the front and back end of it.
Yep.
So some people aren't getting paid for that. We're asking you to go spend a couple, $100+ in gas, depending
Yeah.
on what you're getting for MPGs there.
And potentially pissing off your spouse.
Yep, potentially damaging something that you're going to have
Always
to
a
replace
risk.
after the fact.
Honestly,
risk.
that's the most expensive part of the trip.
Yeah.
Is like, is your spouse going to
weeks
be
after.
Bring
pissed
her.
off when
Right,
you get
we
home?
had, we had at least 2 different
No.
people on last year's trip who brought their significant others, and they had a great time. And one of those significant others was a baller spotter too.
She did.
My
awesome.
significant
She's
other
great.
would be fine for a day or 2.
Yeah.
After that, she needs
Lauren loves
civilization.
puzzles.
Fair enough, man. Everybody's
For
got their
me,
own
I'm
things.
like, no, I could do without
Lauren would have
civilization.
way too much fun spotting.
Okay.
She loves puzzles. She spends most of her time playing games on her phone.
It would be fun for her. I don't know how fun it would be like, I'd have to see her spot in real time.
So you guys are funny. I took my wife wheeling last year, and I learned that the magic formula for her is for me to get out of the Jeep and just get the hell out of the way. If she's driving, she loves it. If she has to ride passenger, she's over it in about 30 seconds.
My wife's the opposite. My wife loves to ride. So
Yeah.
whether it's ATVs,
Nice.
jet skis, anything, like she could care less about, like, just like anybody, getting on the throttle for a couple minutes. Everybody likes to go fast.
Yeah.
Right. For her, she just loves the ride.
Okay.
So, and I can appreciate that because I'm like, good, because I don't want you driving. Yeah, You've been in 17,000 accidents, and I've been in none. So,
Part of how my
Love
wife
you.
got her hooks in me was when we were dating. I had my TJ at that point. She traded in her CRV for an 03 TJ to match. Like she knows
Good,
what's up.
good woman.
Smart. Oh yeah.
She's learned since then because I got that thing high centered and bashed up. I think within the first year. So now she drives, more responsible cars. She's where the Subaru influence comes in. But yeah, no.
I think it's funny because you guys were talking earlier about how, and we all do it, right? If you have a spouse, you trade time to be able to do the stuff that you want to do. Because if you're in a good relationship, you're still individuals. You have your own hobbies. You have
both.
your own stuff.
Yep.
But I think anybody who's been married for any decent amount of time who's into off-roading, you have a good spouse. Like, at the end of the day, no matter how much crap they give you, the fact that they let you go and do it and are okay with it, whatever, and you're going to be on the road for 4 days with a bunch of
kids.
Oh, yeah. It's like, that takes a certain kind of woman, and it's...
So another cheat
you found someone decent if they're like,
Another
yeah,
cheat
you can
code.
go to King of the Hammers for 10 days and I'll take care of our child. Like,
last year I took
I
my
love
son,
you.
So I took one of the kids out of the equation for her. So
There
I
you
think
go.
that got me some extra bonus points right there.
There you go.
Not only did she not have to deal with me, she didn't have to deal with a teenage boy. So I think that's a win-win.
Yeah. I'll say
which
so.
do you think she preferred not dealing with?
It's tough. Depends on the day. Depends on the day.
Because teenagers are tough.
They are. Yeah, there are two people in this world that can rile me up, and one is my wife, and the other one is my 13-year-old son.
Because it's the idea of, maybe it's nice that you're not in the house for a couple days, but then at the same time, God damn it. Like, where's your father?
We've also had the idea of doing a shenanigans podcast with just the wives.
Oh, where they dress up as us. Like, they're playing us.
Oh no.
So you guys hung out with Jimmy and Tyler from Snail Trail. I think they did
Yeah.
a couple episodes like that.
He did a podcast with me and then lost it.
Yeah. We're never going to
Sorry,
let
Jimmy.
you live that down, Jimmy.
Damn Toyota guys. Jeez.
Oh, my God, dude.
It was a good podcast.
Yeah.
Nice.
They were good people though. It was pretty cool being surrounded by people of that stature in the community and still being pretty down to earth and like wanting us to be involved in what they're doing. Like they don't know us from Adam.
Right.
Hell yeah.
So it was pretty cool to hang out with like in that campsite alone to be surrounded by those kind of people for a week.
Well, also you had your cheat code for that was your first year at Hammers, right? And
Yeah,
Hammers
for-
is a monster.
For being
Couldn't have asked for a better place to be.
Oh yeah, for being the first year at Hammers, the stuff that we got to experience, you would have assumed that we have done it at least one or two times before.
It
Just
felt
the
like
amount of
it was
stuff that we
like
got
our,
done.
Our
Yes.
fifth time being there, but it was really our first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
a lot of it came down to just, and I think it really speaks to just the off-road community as a whole.
Yeah.
Is that they're gonna let you live up your first time, but they're not gonna make it feel like your first time, and that may not make sense to a lot of people, but if you've experienced that before, you know what I mean. It's just that you get to truly enjoy your first time because the people who have been going there and doing it for years make it as easy as possible for you to enjoy it as your first time and not have to worry about all the little stuff that goes into it.
Especially with how busy we were.
Yeah.
That's a huge thing about four-wheeling in general, and that's Malltimate Adventure, that's off-road clubs, that's all of it. Like the hardest thing to get into something is trying to do it on your own, right?
Yeah.
Like, so trying to do it with other
Yep.
people, especially with other like-minded people.
Yep.
That's a huge barrier. So get with those folks that want to do the same thing. Like that's why, apply to Malltimate Adventure.
Yep.
Go listen to podcasts. Like figure out what you got to do to find your community in this off-road space, because there's plenty of it. And there's going to be a niche for everybody and what they want to do.
Yeah, I mean, to that point, like we started the day with Malltimate Adventure of like it being a little awkward and like nobody knows anybody.
Herding cats.
Like Jack and Melvin knew each other, and then like everyone kind of knew some people from Instagram.
We had like 3 or 4 little groups of folks who
Right.
had known
It was
each
kind
other.
of like a little
First day
separated.
of preschool.
Right. It was a little weird. Right?
It's more like the 8th grade dance.
Go be with
Come
your
on,
friends.
go
Go be with your
say
friends.
hi.
Right.
I don't wanna.
But like day 2, we were all just like bullshitting around the fire drinking bourbon, and now we're on a text chat group chat
how it
that
should
It was
be,
this
though.
morning.
doesn't end.
Yeah.
This morning. this morning. We're talking about dogs and crap. Like we're just having silly conversations.
Yeah, like
So
yeah,
it
and
should be.
trying to like
You're gonna have that little
buy Jeep
awkward,
parts.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we do a really good job of gaslighting each other into buying things we
Sure.
don't need.
Right.
You too?
Yeah. Yeah, that's honestly all right. So
Dude,
here's,
he sent me a listing yesterday, and he was just like, "You want an LJ?" And I'm looking at him like,
Oh yeah.
"That
Yes.
As an
that's
LJ
that's
top.
a LJ top on a TJ." And I'm like,
I saw that
I
post.
saw
It was
that
the
one.
tan one,
I
right?
saw it.
Yes,
Yep, I
that
saw
was
it.
the weirdest.
and I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
that,
Hard out
that
post
top
ever.
is hanging like 6 inches over the back end. It's just
That
a
is the
TJ.
weirdest Facebook marketplace.
I think we
I've
got.
seen.
I think we got a Scout 2 barn find that got posted up today for like $2,500.
I guarantee
Which
that
is a
thing is
steal, by the way.
Yep.
I
rusted.
would love
A
that.
an 88 Danger Ranger with a manual transmission popped up. Yeah, we got all kinds of bad ideas happening on there.
You know what we need to bring back? It's the marketplace episodes.
Oh yeah, dude. We used to
Hell
we used
yeah.
to do those with some kind of frequency where we would just sit there and just be like, all right, we're just gonna scroll through marketplace and see what we find.
There's some good deals and there's some god awful deals, but there's always good ideas on that.
I think the best part of it is the descriptions.
Yeah.
It's like you can always tell when someone's really trying to sell a piece of shit.
Right.
And you're just like,
Super
oh,
involved.
Yeah.
oh, it's so good. Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude. But I think it's one of those things that like I think for me personally, I think the off-road community doing that kind of stuff is because we always tell people, don't ever off-road by yourself. It's a really dangerous thing to do.
Yep.
And I think the off-road community kind of takes that to heart, and it kind of permeates everything that we do as a whole of like, you're never going to be alone. No matter what you do, if you reach out and you just put something up, you're going to find someone who's going to be willing to be like, sure, why not?
Right.
Yep.
Right.
And like it sounds like that's kind of what you guys are going for. It's just at the end of the day, we just all want to have fun doing this thing that we like doing, and we don't want to take it too seriously. We don't want it to be something where it's like you're definitely going to have a problem.
Right.
Like you may have a problem.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's not what we're aiming for.
No, but if you have a problem, then you have a problem with you have the right people around you.
Exactly.
It's manageable,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly. Yeah. And help fix it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like your shock mount is a
Still
prime
there.
example.
Still
Right.
there.
Like welding that with 2 batteries and a 60-14, I think, whatever welding rod I had laying around. You know what I mean?
That's-
I think it
Sounds
was
like a
was
story.
that your first time battery welding too, right?
That was my first time. But yeah, that was first time everything.
Yeah.
Battery welding, overhead,
Dirty.
yeah, all sorts
Right.
of dirty. In
We
the
were
middle,
just throwing random wrenches in there.
You guys are clean when you weld.
yeah, right. Like literally at the trailhead of Potts Mountain. That's something I will never forget. Like James is like, "Hey man, my shock mount's broke," and I'm like, "He's like, do you have a welder?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course I have a welder."
So here's the fun thing is that there were so many funny things about that. One, if he had said no, and if everybody on the trail had said no, we actually ended up having 2 welders on that trail. But if everybody had said no, I'm like, well, then I'll just chuck the shock in the back, and I'm running with one
Yeah,
shock in the
it
back.
is
no
what
big
it
deal.
is.
But instead, Eric went there and he stick welded this, hodgepodge it back together, bad metal to bad metal with a lot of dirt in there. And then I called it Schrodinger's shock for the rest of the trip.
Schrodinger's
Because
shot.
my train of thought was, if I don't look, it's still there. It's fine. It's completely okay. Every stop that we made, Eric's like, hey, man, is that shock still there? I don't
It
know.
was the shittiest
honestly-
welding job I've ever done.
I
in my
honestly
life.
don't know if anyone younger than a millennial is going to get that reference.
The Schrodinger's
Probably
cat?
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly don't.
Super
So-
cringe.
It's super cringe.
I don't know. Some
We were
kid
having a
in
whole conversation on the
psychology
way.
class at the community college. They got it.
We were having
fine.
a whole
If it
conversation
holds, it
on the
holds.
way in.
It does.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if
Who
it
cares what it
doesn't,
looks like?
It
Yeah.
doesn't. It is
You're
what
gonna
it
Trail
fix
is.
it at
fixes
some
aren't meant to
point.
be pretty. They're meant to be functional.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that is the purest form of function over form.
Oh, yeah.
It's if it works, don't talk about it.
Nope.
Don't
Yep.
look at it.
Yep.
Is it still there? Yeah. Okay, cool. Keep going.
Yeah, well, I mean, we welded twice that day because
Because then, yeah. Well, so then,
Pascal broke his shot or his sway bar.
Now I know you've had too many Bloody Marys because you held up 3 fingers. We welded
Yeah.
twice that
3
day.
times. No, that was a fun one because boredom leads to bad choices. So we got, and that's again why we have to kind of keep the group so a certain size. At one point on Potts Mountain, we were stacked up, and Pascal, Jack, and I were at the back of the pack, and everybody else was stacked up on an obstacle.
Sure.
So we got bored. So we decided to run an obstacle backwards that was over by us.
Yeah. Yep.
And that involved a little too much skinny
Oh no,
pedal, I
they're
think.
just like
And-
us.
Yeah. So Pascal ripped off his front sway bar mount, and he's like, yeah, I don't know, like it's gonna be fine for the rest of the trail, because none of us had done that trail before. It's like it's gonna be all right. I'm like, hey man, I don't have any sway bars because I'm too cheap and lazy to fix them, so they're not there.
We
You'll
just
be
take 'em
fine.
off.
Yeah. But either way, it was a good trip, and that's that fun. Those are those fun little stories.
Yeah.
And then that night at the camp, Belvin brought out a Ready Welder that he had bought, like a military surplus one, so it's a little different than the one you get off the shelf. And he had never used it. And obviously then Pascal and Chris, the guys in the TJ that needed it, had never used it. So there was a learning curve there too.
Yep.
You know, they even had the better tool, and they're
We're
like,
gonna
yeah,
learn
figure
on
this shit out.
your car.
Right. They're like, hey, is this how it hooks up? And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Fuck if I know, dude. I got 7 beers in me, so whatever.
Oh, camp nights.
I think that was my first major, like years ago. My first major, like, I can't drive this thing back home wheeling incident was ripping a lower control arm mount off of my Jeep. TJ Dana 30, 3-link up front, and I ripped one of the lower arms off. So essentially one side is flopping.
How many times have we seen that?
Yeah. So, but at that point, by the time we ratchet strapped and we got it back up to the trailhead, this is back at Crozet, which was a park that's long since gone. The only dude that was sober enough to weld it back together, because I didn't weld back then at all.
Thank
was
you
this,
for
like,
being so honest about
well,
that.
he was 18 years old, so he wasn't drinking. And so this kid,
A lot.
This kid, he welded it back for me, while me and like the dude who owned the park or whatever were, throwing back a bottle of Captain, because that's what you do at that point in time.
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yep.
Was this good in
At
ranch?
this point in time.
No, this was Crozet back in the day. Yeah. Yeah, Chris and Heather, the folks that ran that park, were awesome.
Yeah.
There's a lot of parks that have like come and gone.
I know.
It's tough.
Over the years?
sad,
Yeah.
dude.
There was one closer to us. I think it was Red Cloud.
Yeah.
That was like real popular, and then it just disappeared.
Gone.
Because people were doing dumb shit.
Well,
like
and it's
rolling their Jeeps in a creek and leaking ATF.
You know, I think that's
I think the environmental portion's what
I
closed
think
down
that's the
Crozet.
most frustrating part of it is that you have, 95% of the off-road community is all on the same page of like, we want to continue using this stuff, so don't be a dipshit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, yes, things are going to get rutted out, things are going to get abused, it is what it is, but if you're doing something truly dumb, like if you're the reason that something gets shut down, you're never gonna live that crap down.
Chocolate
because
Thunder, back door.
yeah.
Oh,
Like,
God.
well, that was the thing is like for the first time ever at Hammers this year, they called the local law enforcement to be like, please go shut that down.
Local law enforcement and park rangers.
That's local law enforcement.
Terrible.
Well, that's been
Just because they're federal agents doesn't mean they're not local.
the last 5 to 10 years. It's just been getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
And people
Yeah.
making bad choices because they could. And also, I mean, unfortunately, it looks good on social media, so it's been fun.
One, I think the biggest problem with it is, and I think it's just off-road as a whole, is someone sees something on social media. We all have the internet at our fingertips nowadays. And so if you are not a part of that world, you don't understand that one incident or that group of people isn't necessarily associated with what's actually going on. But because you don't know that, naturally you assume, oh, this is what that event is, this is what that group of people is. People have been people have been giving shit to the off-road community for years because all you do is tear up the land and blah 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 and this and that, and it's like, yeah, but you're not seeing the guys who actually go out and clean up the trails,
Right,
and
yeah,
like some of these are public access roads that
The Gambler Boys,
if
what
you
they've done has been huge for that.
if the off-road community didn't go out there and clean some of that stuff up, that road would be closed.
Yeah.
They would just be like, hey, we'll get to it when we get to it. But the off-road community goes out there and goes, no, we'll bring our chainsaws and we'll bring this and we will clean that up and we'll make it accessible for everyone again. And it is, as cliche as it sounds, it's a community of givers. Like it is filled with more people than you could ever hope to see in one place that are willing to be like, what can we do?
Right.
How can we help you? What can we do? How can we bring more people in? How can we help more people enjoy this thing that we all love.
That's why with Chocolate Thunder, I feel like it wasn't all just the off-road community causing the issue.
No.
Right? There was a lot of like
It's the local party scene too.
spectator that came
Well,
in.
it's,
to, like,
if you really go look at some of those videos, you will see a ton of vehicles parked that, when you're talking about a desert lake bed that's mostly flat, like, you can drive rental cars through that. They have roads out there. That's like,
crazy.
if you have a Kia Sorento.
I definitely took my Forester out there, and it was a blast.
But that's the thing, right? It's like, people forget it's like, it's a dry lake bed.
And it's public land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you can go drive wherever you want. They're not going to stop you, but don't be dumb.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, it's the number one rule of the auto community. Like, don't be dumb.
There's a video of the kids sitting up on the obstacle. I think it was either the back door or Chocolate Thunder, one of the two. But they were throwing beers like behind their heads at people. It's like
Just shitty, man.
And
Like-
that's
like,
that has
why?
nothing to do with the
Yeah.
offer community. It's
No.
like you will find those people in every community. Every
yeah.
community has those people that they
They're
look at
hecklers.
and go, like, why?
you're gonna
like,
ruin it for
You're going to ruin it for
Exactly.
everybody.
Yep.
And it's like, sometimes, unfortunately, what ends up happening with some of those things, like you look at H2O, right, in Ocean City, right? That has
Oh,
completely devolved
yeah.
into the guys that were the problem
Yeah.
became the event,
Yep.
right? And because nobody at the event was willing to sit there and go, no.
Well, that's the big
Like,
thing with King of the Hammers is
Yeah.
that a back door and all that fun at night
Yeah.
has kind of become.
But
That's what
that-
gets them a lot of the likes and a lot
Yeah.
of the social media.
yeah.
But it got
But
to a
it's not
point
the
where
event.
even Dave was just like, okay, enough is enough. Like,
Yeah.
there's enough negative publicity about this.
And there's
like,
people getting hurt.
Yeah, and it's like, because nobody is gonna look at that and assume like, oh yeah, getting a beer bottle thrown at my head seems like a lot of fun. Getting a mortar
Right.
firework thrown at me while I'm trying to go up an obstacle
Some
seems like
drunk
a lot
fat
of
dude
fun.
just punched me in the face. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got tackled on a huge ledge of rocks. That seems like a lot of fun. Like, nobody thinks that way.
Yeah.
But if you let it progress to that, and that's all that people see online,
That's what the
eventually
event
that's
becomes.
all your event is going to
Yep.
become. And it's
Sad.
just, it's sad.
It detracts the worst of the worst.
We do a pee break.
Shh. I mean, you can get up and do
I
whatever
would
you
love
want.
to pee. Yeah.
We're going to take a pee break. Really feeling myself right now.
Hi, Captain Morgan.
So I mean that kind of goes to the point that this is year 2 for us, and we're not
Correct.
professional.
You either?
YouTubers or
Neither are
professional. We're professional other things, but yeah, no, this is a hobby. This
I mean,
is
your
a
haircut
passion.
says that, so it's
Shout out to Four County Barbers. Thanks.
high and tight, baby.
Yeah, so we're professional about a lot of other things, but this is definitely a passion project. This is something we're trying to make be this great thing, and I think that Eric's done a great job of driving that and kind of motivating that. You know right there?
God.
Oh, wife taking the trash out. Yeah. So yeah, no, that's
Situational awareness.
that's kind of I guess the real spiel is that we're normal dudes.
Yeah.
We're normal. We're your average wheeler. You know, like, and that's who we're looking to come hang out with us and make some new friends, go be adventurous, go do some cool stuff.
Yep.
Have the right attitude about it. You know, be ready to, struggle a little bit, but have a good time. Be willing to help others when they need it. Be willing to not know what's going to happen later in the day.
Sure.
Be willing to be pushed outside your comfort zone every now and then. And if you're willing to do all that stuff, come wheel with us. You're going to have a good time, and you're going to have some great stories. I took my son last year, and it is bucket list stuff for him to the point where I'm actually pulling him out of his first week of freshman year of high school in order to make Malltimate Adventure 2026.
That's a good dad.
That's
Right.
awesome.
Like,
I don't have a
screw-
choice.
First
I
of
think-
all, freshman year is not important.
I know, right?
Yeah, he's missing
just
some.
kidding.
He's missing some
School
in-doc
system.
stuff, but it'll be all right. He's gonna have some bucket list stuff. And my kid to this day wears his Malltimate Adventure shirt to school. Like he is so stoked
I mean,
and so proud of that.
I fucking would.
Hell yeah, right?
Like,
Yeah.
He was very jealous that Eric and I already have the Malltimate Adventure 2026 shirts.
That's right.
I mean,
made.
it's your event, so I would hope so at that point. But from a wheeling standpoint, you guys will put all that out. You'll let people know what they need, all that kind of stuff. But
Yeah, bring
what-
like the basics.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
But for you guys,
hey, pup break.
yay!
So Bud.
Special guest.
Yeah.
I know. From a sponsor standpoint,
Oh, he didn't like you, buddy.
What would you guys be looking for? So, like, if there's one or two things that you guys really would put a pin on of, hey, this would be the most helpful thing.
Sure.
Just for the people that are watching that may be wanting to get involved. What is it that you guys think would be most beneficial to just the event as a whole, to you guys who are running it, that kind of stuff?
Sponsorship wise, is that what
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this year we really want to do. This is my top thing. We really want to do like a group dinner.
Okay.
Like we made it because like that last day is iconic when
Sure.
you're just like with all your buds and like you just made it through this awesome couple
Yeah,
days.
yeah.
So we're really looking for like someone to help us with that.
Sure.
And then I would say my next tier.
Yes, I got you.
Oh, you cook?
I do, and
Nice.
I have maybe a little bit of experience cooking for 30 people in the woods, like multiple times.
I mean, it could. However that looks, like obviously we have very.
I'll tell you what it
little-
looks like. It looks like steak and shrimp fajitas.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah.
with
That
queso.
doesn't hurt my
and-
feelings any.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants
I
to hook
figured he
us up,
wouldn't, as Mr. California boy with his breakfast burritos over here. So, are you a California native?
No, I'm born and bred here in Maryland.
That makes sense for the flag that's on your wall.
There's a tattoo. Up
Never.
Here too. You gotta have. Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Gotta represent.
As a Virginia native, I will say that I've never seen anyone hang a Maryland flag in their garage that isn't from Maryland, so that makes a whole lot of sense.
Well, we have. So we got Hawaii.
To be fair, I was born in Maryland, so I'm allowed to say that, so it's fine. That's why I left. No, it's fine.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So
Still got
dinner.
the best crab cakes, but it's
We
fine.
want to do like a big like group dinner at the end,
Yeah.
and then it would be
Back Roads
rad
does.
if
do.
someone
Yeah.
supported with like campsites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack
Yeah.
from Jack Off Road is
Covering the first night.
he's covering the first night, which
That's
is
awesome.
huge. And it's
Thank you,
awesome.
Jack.
Yes.
Love you, buddy.
Yes.
That's one
Jack.
less thing that the participants have to afford. And honestly, participants should keep as much money in their pockets as they can to
Yeah.
cover, potential breakage.
Sure.
One bad day can kind of change things around. So I mean, there's definitely risk involved. So
Yeah.
having that
Gotta
kind of
make it easy for everyone.
right.
Yeah, and probably the last thing is like something for everyone to enjoy and test out. So like
Sure.
something that all 15 rigs can have and utilize.
Brand new 37s on beadlocks
Right.
for every rig.
You're thinking small, man. Brand new 42s. Mickey Thompson. Make it happen.
Everyone's getting tons.
Yay!
No, but that's one of those growth things that we would like to be able to do. I would love to be able to say, all right, well, everybody who's on this event is gonna get a winch cable or whatever, a new synthetic winch cable, or everyone
can
that's
you
on this event
imagine
gets
Everyone just gets a Pro Eagle off-road jack system.
Ooh, nice. Hell yeah.
Hey, come enjoy this event, and you just got a $700 off-road jack.
and I get that that's a big ask, but if we could get to that at some point, that would be awesome.
The thing is, we're gonna use it. Like we're not gonna just like turn around and sell it on Facebook, or
Sure.
we're not gonna have it sit in our garage. Like we'll use it that week. Like
Yeah.
you'll
100%.
you'll see it get actually used and abused, and
Portable welder,
Right.
jacks.
And honestly, that's I think the biggest part of it, right? Is like people just they want their stuff to be visible, and I feel like it's a great event to make that pot because it will get used at some point, whether we plan to
Air
or
compressors,
not.
straps,
yeah.
these are smaller things that every wheeler needs to use, and having good quality equipment makes a big difference too.
Soft shackles.
Yeah, recovery equipment is always
recovery's
a big one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, for any sponsors out there, let's make it happen, Captain.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. PJ blocked my face, but I was making a very serious face.
Yeah.
For you guys personally, right? Is this time around a little bit easier? Are you kind of pushing yourselves a little bit further? Like, how's that going for you?
This to me is harder.
Yeah.
You actually want everybody to be 100% happy, and I'm of the mindset. I accept that. Well, no,
It's
I
a
accept
really
that-
high expectation. I think you have an easier time getting money from sponsors.
Right. No, I accept that we're gonna have to that we can only take 15 people.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that is our biggest limitation. That is our biggest hurdle. That is the one that's gonna
This
gut check
time.
us.
This time.
I don't know. I don't know how you make this event bigger than 15 rigs and still keep it grassroots.
Yeah.
and manageable. Like once you go, I think over that number 15, you're looking
without
at
paying somebody.
yeah, like you're
Logistics and all that.
Yep,
Yeah.
logistics.
You'd probably have to break it up into like multiple events a year at that point,
Yeah.
and just be like,
Yeah.
hey,
Do,
if you
like-
participated in one this year already, you're not,
Yeah.
you're
But
automatically
we also have
disqualified.
jobs. I don't
Yeah.
think that Eric and I are at the point where we're ready to do 2 of these a year.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I ever will.
I mean,
This
this,
is one
you
and
guys
done
are
thing.
technically kind of doing what Backroads is doing, where Jed and Eric are basically getting paid to do it,
Correct.
but they have the funding and backing of the state
Well,
of West Virginia.
yeah.
Which
Oh.
is why Jed and Eric, that you owe me a phone call.
Yeah. Hey, Jed. Yeah, for that phone call that you sent my way the other day, you owe these guys some sponsorship.
Yeah.
I'm trading my time for your sponsorship dollars, and you know what I'm talking about, Jed.
Appreciate that.
But with that, the Backroads guys, most of the people that are helping out, they're all volunteers.
Yeah.
And that's it too. That's
awesome.
that we're volunteers,
Yeah.
and our cronies that come up and show up again this next year, they're whether they realize or not, they're volunteers.
Right. Yep.
I think there's that expectation, though, in this community is if you've done something before and you're coming back for it, it's, not that you're going to be working the whole time, but there's a little bit of that expectation. Like, you kind of know what goes into it,
Yeah.
so we're going to lean on you at some point.
Oh yeah.
Whether it's just a little bit or a lot. And honestly, if you're coming back and you don't expect that and you're not prepared for that, shame on you.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, sorry, there's no easy way to say that, but shame on you.
That was a big part for me last year with when Eric, asked me to be more involved and help out. Was Eric and I work on a couple different other things together, and I know how much this guy works at any of the events that we put on.
Not a lot, but yeah.
The exact opposite. It becomes work for him, and that was a big thing for me. It's like if I can do anything to make sure that he gets to still get to do the fun part, because we still want to have fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Gotta
you
find a
gotta.
balance.
It's the
you gotta
hardest
kinda
part of
balance it out.
guiding is
Right.
still
You gotta be
managing to
able
have
to-
fun.
Yep, you got to be able to do both, and that's why we're talking with you guys to help us out with some stuff too.
Yeah.
Is like distributing the load means that everybody gets to have a little bit more fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. More
Yeah.
hands means less work.
And I don't do this. Or I didn't want to set this up just to make money off this. I don't want to make any money off of this. I didn't do this to I just want to do fun shit.
You want to be able to go do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, I have
It's
zero,
just an excuse to be able to do it.
right. Yeah, I
kinda
have zero
thing.
expectation for myself or for anyone else. This is more like I want to go out and I just want to do something fucking cool.
Yeah.
And that's it. And
Nothing wrong with that, man.
if it fails, it fails. If it succeeds, it succeeds. That's great.
I don't see it failing. I think it's also there's always going to be those people that want something like this, and whether it becomes an actual big event or if it's just truly something that's just something that
Grassroots.
happens every
Yeah,
year,
right.
and it's even if it turns into the same people doing it every year, who cares, right?
Right.
Like it's something enjoyable. It's something to put out there for people who can't necessarily be involved or are too far away or just don't have them,
Or
even for as
who
accessible
wouldn't
as you
do
guys
it.
make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like the average Joe is not necessarily going to come up and say, you know what, hey, I'm going to get a bunch of my buddies. I'm going to go on a undescript trip. I don't know where I'm going to end up, and I got 4 or 5 days to do it.
Yeah.
We're making it so that people can do that easy.
Yep.
Because
Right.
although it's awesome, it's bucket list stuff.
Yeah.
And it really isn't that hard to do. There's a mental barrier that stops a lot of folks from
Yeah.
just doing this on their own.
Well, I think a
Yeah.
part of it too is, as detrimental as sometimes social media can be and the internet can be, it does allow people to sort of live vicariously through that. And for the people who potentially would never want to spend the money to make their vehicle participate in it or anything like that, doesn't mean they don't enjoy the idea of it, right? And so the fact that you guys are not just having the event, but the idea of putting it out there for people to watch and enjoy, I think it just helps a lot of people kind of see like, hey, I'd probably never do it myself, but it's not, I'll watch it. I'll sit down for an hour and a half and watch guys romp through the woods because I would love to.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
I spend every Saturday morning
hey, crotch shots.
hold on, let me do this. Watching a little YouTube, watching folks do that kind of stuff, and that's you're 100% right. And I think that Malltimate Adventure serves as a good reminder that although it's great to live vicariously, you can do it.
You can do
well,
it.
one man can do, another man can do,
Yeah.
right? Like I firmly believe that, and you
Absolutely.
don't have to break the bank. We're kicking around. These are a cheap set of used 35s that'll probably be on Malltimate Adventure 2026. You know,
Not cheap new because they're
but
Nittos,
cheap on
but
Facebook.
yeah,
You know, actually, so this Nitto, this is my spare from last year. I actually bought this
I can
in
tell.
PA on the way up to an off-road event that I required a spare for. And I pulled over, like I found it on Facebook and found it in
I'll
route.
figure it out on the way.
Do what you got to do.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's like the motto of the off-road community. I'll figure it out on the way.
Well, I was doing tech for the last trip at Yoakum's.
Yeah.
And part of the requirements was chase lights. Some
I
of
wasn't
the,
sure if they were going to fulfill that or
the
not.
creativity of some people with the chase lights.
Hey, it's a flashing yellow
Sponsored
light.
by Harbor Freight.
Yep.
Hell yeah, dude.
Is that just a flashlight with a yellow lens strapped to it? Maybe.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna zip tie a couple more of them to my bumper. All right, buddy. As long as you have your four ways on, we can see you from behind. That's all I would care about.
As long as the battery lasts for the
Yeah,
race itself, right?
But this is it's been great talking to you guys. I mean,
Same.
I think it's a good event you guys are going to put on. I think it's important at the same time, you know, showcasing the stuff that we have here. We always hear about East versus West, public land versus private.
East is harder. Sorry.
East is harder. I don't give a shit who you are. West is bigger, East is harder. We're just going to leave it there. But I think what you guys are doing and showcasing some of these places, because people always ask us, you know, where can we go? Where can we do this? How can we have fun doing this? And I get it, right? We're in a very metropolitan area. It can be very difficult to assume that there's stuff nearby in places to go do this.
It can go pretty far to get to a good spot sometimes.
Yeah. But you know, from an off-road perspective, I appreciate what you guys are doing. It's something that I think is going to show a lot of people what this community is all about, you know, and not just from a social media standpoint. You know, it's good to have people who are just willing to kind of put the time in just for really no return on their investment is really what it comes down to.
Good
Other
people
than
having a good time.
yeah, other than
right.
having a good time and just wanting to, you know, use the toys that we have. Because
right.
we're just a bunch of big children at the end of the day using our toys.
Making a bunch of bad decisions.
Yeah, exactly.
Go play trucks with your friends.
Exactly, right? Like we never got out of the sandbox ever.
So accurate.
But you know, where can people find you guys? Where can they look this stuff up? Where can they expect to find the information about the event?
Sure. Yeah. So we have a YouTube channel. We
Yep.
started that recently.
Might look like that.
That's,
Hey!
that's what that is. Yep. So
It
give
won't
us
always be dick shots, I swear.
Show us your crotch.
I mean, unless that gets more
Malltimate
likes.
Adventure, show us
yeah.
your
Hey, feedback.
crotch.
Give us some comments.
There's the tagline. Malltimate Adventure, show us your crotch.
we have an
Sponsor us, please.
We have an Instagram. You can follow us there. We have a website. Malltimate Adventure.
Malltimate_adventure for Instagram.
I swear they respond. That's how I found them at the distillery that day.
That is accurate. We do monitor it, and then we have a website. The website is where you'll apply. So we have. You can find all the rules you need to have, all the stuff you need to bring for your rig, all the requirements. You got to have a fire extinguisher, spare, jack, all the great things.
And
that
you guys are
comes-
being very serious about that. Like, that's not a suggestion. That is a requirement.
No, we have
will
we
be
have
checked.
We have a check-in, and that's just so everyone's safe. Like,
Of course.
and, we
we all want to get home to our wives.
Right. Yes. And so all the requirements for the trip are on there. April 1, check it out. There'll be a form link. You can sign up on the form, and then we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. But that's it.
And people can expect to hear back sometime May-ish.
May 15th is our goal for Eric and I to have our final decisions made out for everybody. So
basically, like, end of May, you'll know for sure.
You'll know.
if you're.
I think
gonna
the
participate.
actual participants should know that those last 2 weeks of May.
Okay.
The general public will probably know by June 1st.
And everybody has to apply.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Make that very,
Yeah, Eric, I
very
want to see your
clear.
application.
Everybody.
coming through.
Even Eric and James
Oh,
have
I
to
won't lie.
apply.
I actually thought that there was a 50-50 chance that Eric would deny my application.
Fuck this guy.
Who the fuck is this James guy? I don't like his rig.
We considered just him and I going in one rig.
Yeah.
And saving a spot for somebody else. Like that's how much I want everyone to actually apply. Like We want to get as most.
As Moach?
As Moach?
Yep.
Moach.
Those Bloody Marys are hitting, son.
We want to try to get as many people as we can to enjoy
it's
this
Moach.
experience with us. We want to try to get as many rigs out there as we can, but knowing that we have limitations. We're setting the hard at 15, and that's 4 more rigs than we had last year. Really, it's 5 more rigs than we had last year. We
Sure.
had one guy drop off after the second day. It's a lot. It's a lot to get that through traffic. It's a lot to get that through trail. It's a lot to find campgrounds that can accommodate 15 people at once.
Yeah.
So that's why we're kind of trying to stick hard and fast to that 15, which is mostly me saying, Eric, we got to stick to 15.
I know.
Because Eric wants to have
Eric.
I want to have everybody.
which is great. Like I love that those are that's our
How many
conflict, man.
campsites do you need? 3,200.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing though. Like we pre-plan all this stuff, so we have to reach out to the campsites and be like, hey, like I need to reserve 15 campsites.
Yeah, of course.
I can't give anything away about, but obviously Eric
Sure
and I
you
know what the plan is.
can.
We have at least one campsite that is sick.
Oh, it's
That
so
is
sick.
off the beaten path. We're not talking KOA. We're talking like out in the middle of nowhere and bucket list type camp spots.
Yeah.
And things
I'm
that you
super
will
pumped
tell
about it.
stories about and you will share photos with.
Yeah.
Good.
It's
It's going to get real weird,
got-
guys.
This isn't
It's going to
like,
be super romantic.
we had to get
like-
special approval to camp here. Let me put it that way. Like we had to reach out to the landowner. We had to get special approval, and
Luckily, they're cool.
I honestly didn't think it was going to happen. And then he was like, "Yeah, we can make this work." So I'm super pumped about that.
You know,
night.
that's you always have to appreciate when you find people like that are just like, okay, like we'll see how
They
this
understand
goes.
how it's going.
Because it's
Yeah.
and there's a big burden on you guys, right? Because it's the idea that like if it doesn't go well, that could be the end of it for everybody, right? And so it's hey, don't be a dick.
Yeah, right.
Don't be a dick.
And that's
so
why
tonight, be
that's
able
really
to come
the
back
growth
here.
thing. That's one of those things that really benefits the event is that right now we're the new kid on the block, right?
Sure.
We did last year. This year we'll grow bigger. This year we'll have more exposure. Next year when we go and we reach out to folks, more people will already know who we are, hopefully. So that hopefully gives us a little bit more flexibility next year that we have even better opportunities.
Yeah. We want to continue to grow and continue to do better.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to,
Yep.
and this is what I'm worried about because last year was so great, and I'm like, how can I top this? You know what I mean?
Last year was great in spite of everything that should have gone wrong.
Sure.
We were Labor Day weekend and we were camping on public land. We should have been
and we met in DC
right, and we met in DC
on a Friday.
Whoa.
Yes,
terrible
we
idea.
did so many things that should have blown up in our face and didn't. So I have a little bit more optimism, I think, than Eric does for this year. Is that we
You know, I think
Plan out a
what
little
it
better.
comes down to is not necessarily how do you top it. It's more how do you continue the fun,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Because everyone's going to have a different idea of what's a super amazing time
what's the-
versus
what
like
way is up.
Yeah, exactly. So it's if it's a successful event again, that's all it needs to be. Is that it's successful and everyone's going to take something a little different away from it. And as long as you guys put on a good show, which it sounds like you're going to, then I don't think anyone's going to have room to necessarily complain, right? Like, you know what you're signing up for. You know what you're getting into. You're there to have a good time. The only person who's going to stop you from having a good time is yourself at the end of the day, right? And you can either make a positive experience out of it or you can let one thing ruin it for you, and that really just comes down to you as an individual. It has nothing to do necessarily with what you guys are doing, right? So
appreciate that.
you know, it's just one of those things. Like we all have to make our own fun at the end of the day, and if someone's going to take the time to put an event together that will afford you the ability to do that, appreciate it for what it is. Don't walk into it with the, oh, is this going to be better? Is it like, just we're here to have fun, man.
just show
like apples to apples, apples to oranges. Who gives a shit? Like, I just want to go wheel in the woods with my buddies, man.
yeah.
Like it's all I want to do.
And if you come out to Malltimate Adventure and you get selected, you'll make some new buddies.
Yeah.
Absolutely true.
Yeah,
Yep.
I just want to do hood rat stuff with my friends.
in the woods.
Yeah, exactly. But it's been great talking with you guys.
Likewise.
Obviously,
Yes.
keep us up to date with everything. You know, let us know any way we can help and make sure this gets pushed out. Jed, for the love of God, I know you listen to this. Do the thing, okay? Make it happen, Captain. Do it. Again, the phone call. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. But thanks guys for tuning in. Check these guys out, Malltimate Adventure on Instagram. Follow them on their YouTube page, all that good stuff. Make sure you stay tuned for updates about registration and everything you're going to need. If you would like to participate, sponsors, check these guys out. Make sure that we're coming in with some good stuff. Help these guys make an event that's going to be really good time, please.
And stay around.
Yes.
We need more of this.
And mic drop.
Deuces.